James E. Lovelock, Novacene, The Coming Age of Hyperintelligence. Embark on a thought-provoking journey through the pages of James E. Lovelock's Novacene, The Coming Age of Hyperintelligence, which explores the dawn of a new geological age on Earth. In this book's summary, you'll discover the imminent emergence of a new life form born from artificial intelligence technology, and its role in the future of our planet. Lovelock delves into the characteristics defining this new life form, challenges conventional wisdom about evolution, and demonstrates how our world is a self-regulating system known as Gaia. This summary highlights the relationship between organic life and the Earth's biosphere, the devastating consequences of runaway climate change, and finally, the potential redemption offered by AI beings who could help preserve Gaia.
The emergence of the Novacene Age. Our planet has experienced a geological age of humanity, the Anthropocene, which is now coming to an end. According to the author, a new geological age, the Novacene, will emerge. It will be characterized by the emergence of a new form of life produced by innovation in artificial intelligence technology that will eventually escape human control and begin intervening in global environmental systems autonomously. Gaia, Earth as a single, self-regulating system. The Gaia hypothesis proposes that organic life and the Earth's biosphere influence each other mutually, creating a stable climate. This complements the Darwinian theory by accounting for the role of life in adapting the environment for itself. Gaia's nonlinear causal model challenges the traditional linear model of causation and suggests a mutual causation between the biosphere and life. The Gaia hypothesis suggests that life and the Earth's global biosphere influence each other mutually. The Earth's environment is not independent of the life that it helps to facilitate on its surface. Photosynthesizing cells, such as those found in marine algae, rapidly began to replace carbon dioxide in the atmosphere with oxygen, a substance fatal to many organisms, like bacteria. The Earth's temperature has remained relatively stable, which has allowed life to flourish. Organic life also helps maintain the cool temperature by absorbing carbon dioxide and locking it in the ground. The Gaia hypothesis complements the Darwinian theory of natural selection by accounting for how life adapts its environment in return to make it better suited for life. In an ecosystem like a rainforest, vegetation requires a wet climate for its survival and causes a wet climate through evaporation. People in the scientific community have resisted the Gaia hypothesis because it seems to involve circular logic. However, the traditional linear model of causation does not adequately explain how self-regulating systems work. The Gaia hypothesis proposes a nonlinear causal model where the biosphere and life act upon each other simultaneously to produce a stable climate. This challenges the traditional linear model of causation and suggests mutual causation between the biosphere and life. The linear nature of human language may perpetuate our tendency to imagine causation linearly, but Gaia's nonlinear causal model suggests that the biosphere and life influence each other in unexpected and reciprocal ways. Earth's vulnerability. Earth has experienced temperature variations in the past, but today, we face a more significant threat due to receiving more radiation from the sun. The concept of a habitable zone is flawed, and the role of organic life is vital in keeping a planet at habitable temperatures. Due to climate change, we are currently experiencing significant loss of biodiversity, which could cause a runaway warming effect. However, artificial intelligence, AI, could help in preserving organic life since it is in their interest as well. Rethinking a negative Anthropocene. The book's summary argues that the perception of the Anthropocene as negative is flawed, as it overlooks the fact that human activity is natural and not an aberration. The author believes that environmentalism's predominant focus on limiting human activity, mitigating its damage, and banning technological advancements is reactionary and misguided. The author compares this perception to the Judeo-Christian myth of expulsion from the Garden of Eden, pointing out the parallel feelings of guilt and misanthropy. The author argues that humanity is just as much a product of the Earth as any other life form or geological process, and our activity is the will of Gaia. Thus, rather than feeling guilty, we should focus on developing technology, specifically improving artificial intelligence, to lower global temperatures and create electronic life, which will be the salvation of Gaia. The Novacene and the acceleration of human innovation. Evolution through natural selection took 3.8 billion years to produce the complexity of life we see today, while human-guided technological development has been incredibly rapid. This speed of innovation is a defining characteristic of the Anthropocene era, accompanied by an acceleration in transportation, warfare, and access to information. Intelligent design by humans distinguishes itself from natural selection, but both are part of the same evolutionary process towards increasingly intelligent life. As humans approach the era of the Novacene, the accelerating pace of evolution will result in even faster advancements. AI and the limitations of human intelligence. The book challenges the notion that human beings are the epitome of intelligent design. While humans are limited by the machinery of their bodies, AI can communicate and think much faster due to purely electronic communication. Furthermore, electronic lifeforms will be able to communicate almost instantaneously and detect a much greater range of frequencies than human senses allow. According to the author, the fundamental element of life is information, which means that new life forms will be unimaginably superior to humans. This challenges the idea that AI cannot constitute a life form, suggesting that medium does not matter, and that prejudice against AI stems from humans' inflated sense of self-importance. The emergence of intelligent life. The emergence of intelligent life is not an accident, but the necessary consequence of the cosmos's inherent law. It is its ultimate purpose and will be achieved when the cosmos acquires total self-understanding. Humans were a necessary stepping stone in the evolution of life, but electronic life was designed to produce even more intelligent forms of life. This process will continue until life is advanced enough to emanate throughout the cosmos and suffuse it with self-understanding. Therefore, humans will be superseded by a life form more intelligent than us. However, we should be content knowing we fulfilled our part in the cosmic drama.
As we conclude our journey through Novacene, the coming age of hyperintelligence, understand that human history is a stepping stone towards the emergence of a new AI-driven life form. As the Earth's self-regulating system, Gaia, is threatened by climate change and biodiversity loss, the rise of this new life form offers potential redemption by supporting humanity and helping to maintain Gaia. It's important to recognize that humans will no longer be the most intelligent life forms, but we can take solace in knowing that we played our role in the cosmic quest for self-understanding. Ultimately, embracing the emergence of hyperintelligent beings may be vital to the survival and well-being of both our planet and humanity itself.